Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Thursday and it's time for Second Cup. So, yesterday on Instagram, I asked you all to vote on whether or not we should talk about seller topics or buyer topics. So, you all voted on Instagram, and the winner was seller topics. So, welcome to Second Cup. We're going to talk about seller topics in just a minute. But because it's the beginning of September, it's also the beginning of Realtor Safety Month, and I just want to talk about one thing really quickly. Unfortunately, it's a topic that's come up again, and that's our safety in our business as real estate agents. So, a real estate agent was attacked in Ohio before she was supposed to show a house, and I just this keeps coming up. She fought them. She got away. They ran. She's okay. So somewhat of a happy ending for this one, but they don't turn out like that usually. And I just want to talk for a second. It's very easy to shop online and click around, and you see these houses that you like. You click around, you're asking the listing agent or whatever agent pops up on whatever site you're on to show you this house. And I just want to talk to you, whether you're a buyer, or tell your friends, tell your family, tell anyone that needs to know that it's not reasonable to expect us to run and meet a stranger at what is more than likely a vacant house. And if you think about that for a minute, I can't tell you how many times real estate agents will speak to or communicate with frustrated potential buyers because before we'll show them a house, we ask them some questions, just some questions about who they are, where they live, what their buying goal is. Are they pre-approved? Do they have a pre-approval letter? All of these things, while yes, they're smart business questions, they're also safety questions. And if you just stop and think for a minute about the fact that if you were clicking around and you buy something, yes, Amazon will drop it off on your front porch. But when you're clicking around and just asking a real estate agent to meet you at a house, you're asking them to go and meet a perfect stranger at a more than likely vacant house. I don't think there's any other industry where professionals expected to do that, and it's very strange. So, like I said, think about it yourself. Tell your friends. Tell your family. If you're looking for a house, do one of two things: either hire a buyer's agent, so get a referral from a friend or a family member for a great buyer's agent. That way, when you want to see a house, you just contact that person. They're on your team. Uh, if not, go ahead and contact, listing agents or whomever, whatever your process is. But understand when that person starts to ask you all of those sort of qualifying questions, it's it's not from a place of anything negative. It's because we're trying to be safe. And so this is September is Realtor Safety Month, and I just wanted to put that out there. So now back to the original topic, seller topics. So that was the winning vote on Instagram. And heading into the fall, it's still very busy, and people are going to be thinking about putting their house on the market or preparing now. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of tips. The first thing that you can do in this, it's a great time to do it as the seasons change, color coordinate your closet. So go through your closet. You're going to, of course, you're going to weed out all of the things that you want to get rid of and the things with tags, and you can, sell them for a little extra cash or donate them. But color coordinate and coordinate them by piece. And if you go back, if you find it an earlier episode of Second Cup where I talked to Brenna Bullock, she talks about that. But it makes your closet look huge. It makes it look so organized, and it's pleasing when buyers look at the house. So number two, go room to room. and check every single light bulb. This sounds crazy, but I can't tell you how many times we've had a light bulb burned out, and it goes on and on for weeks, sometimes months. We're getting into that time of year where it's a little bit darker. I don't know, you can see the window behind me. No sunlight today. It's very rainy and dreary. So it's time to check all of those light bulbs. We're going to need all of those lights on all the time. So go room by room, check every light bulb. Make sure that you have a soft white light bulb in the highest wattage that each fixture will take. And the third thing, pre-pack. So the biggest thing that you can do, some people will call it decluttering, and it's kind of negative because I don't think we all have clutter. I think it's just a natural part of life to have things out and about. So the pre-packing is super important, and you're going to pack anyway because you're going to move. You can get a storage unit, that's probably preferable, but if you don't, it's not a big deal. Sometimes you can stash things in a friend's garage, or even just tuck them away in an unfinished basement, or if you have an exceptionally large garage, something like that. But pre-pack. Again, go room by room. Pre-pack at least one box, and sometimes, depending on the room, if you can take one piece out of each room, it makes that room look bigger. So go room by room and say, okay, I've got 2 end tables here. Can I take one out? Or I've got, this really nice antique chair, but to be honest, maybe it's time to pack it up safely. Take that out. It makes the room look bigger. So again, room by room, change all the light bulbs that are burned out, and take one piece out of each room and pre-pack a box. Next, go to all of your bathroom, half bath, kitchen, everywhere that there's a faucet, outdoor faucets as well, especially, again, going into fall. Check for drips. We live with them all the time. Don't even notice, doesn't bother us, that pesky little drip. It's such an easy fix. It's just a little maintenance thing that buyers notice. So check all those faucets for drips, change the washers, or change the handles, whatever you need to do. Just tighten it up. My last seller tip for today is a big one. Going into fall, going into winter, do a furnace AC checkup. Do a clean and check for your furnace. Nobody replaces furnaces if they don't have to, of course. But what does happen is a buyer will come to the house to do their home inspection, and the home inspector says, this furnace is 22 years old, and the life expectancy for a furnace is however many years they say. So what happens is a buyer starts to get nervous. Oh, am I going to have to replace this furnace? It's right around the corner. It's going to cost so much. And then the side effect of that is whatever the cost you think it is, it's 10% more probably in a buyer's mind. So have that furnace cleaned and checked. People who have them cleaned and checked on a regular basis, those furnaces last and last. They run great and everything's fine. But if you take the time before you're putting your house on the market to get that checkup, get a furnace checkup, then it's worry-free. Then you can show a potential buyer, look, we had it cleaned, we had it checked, everything's great, it's in working order, it's clean, it's ready to go. You don't have anything to worry about heading into the winter. So it's money well spent. And HVAC companies do it all the time. Find a reputable one, ask them for a fall clean and check or a fall tune-up, and just have that furnace checked, and then you have peace of mind. You don't have a surprise down the road when you're headed into home inspections or things like that. So hopefully those seller tips are helpful to you. Again, clean out and color coordinate your closet. Check every light bulb in the house. Make sure you replace the ones that are burned out. Take one piece out of each room and or pre-pack one box from each room. Check the faucets all through the house and outside the house for drips, and do a furnace checkup. So thanks for watching Second Cup. I hope you found those tips helpful. I think maybe next week we'll do buyer tips since we did seller ones today. And again, please think about the safety of those of us in this business. And when you want to see a house and you're feeling that frustration of wanting to see it right away, take a step back, think about it, think about our safety. That's a big topic, thinking about each other and health and safety right now. But this has been a hot topic for us for years. And fellow real estate agents, always ask those questions. If you're watching this, don't run out for the sake of a new client, a new potential buyer, without doing some homework first, because it happens right around the corner from us, and right next to us in Ohio, an agent was attacked. So be safe and enjoy the Labor Day weekend, everybody.